Good evening, or good night, I should say. Um, just asking some questions. The churches that is being very resolute and innovative in trying to collect their tithes and offering since this virus crisis has taken the world. I see where these leaders is finding all kinds of means and ways how they must collect the tithes and the offerings from the people. Now my question is, if you have been paying tithes and offering for so many years in your church, and it's just 2 weeks now, 2 Sundays now I think, you can't assemble. Many members have been laid off, especially those in the hotel industry, and many of them don't have a job today. I want to find out if these persons who have been paying their tithes over all these years, faithful in their giving, is these assemble is going to help these brethren now who have been faithful in giving. Because you see, it is been this virus, this crisis is showing the people the true nature of these so-called churches, who the greedy feed off the needy. They are not going to help these members. I want to see the first church. I see the Adventists giving out water and liquor food in Spanish Town. To anybody, whether they are Adventists or not, they are giving out food. I don't know where they get it from. I don't know if it's their initiative that. But I want to ask these churches, these churches, 800, 1500, 500 members. These pastors who drive in their Pajeros and their Prados and the Benzie people them. I want to ask them if they are going to help those members. How can you or you want to collect tithes from people who are laid off? Or you want to collect tithes and offering from people who's not working now. They have lost their job. They have lost their work. They don't have any work to go to. They have been laid off. And you are sending out WhatsApp message, sending out email to them, giving them directive where they must send their money to, because the greedy can't even do without an offering and their tithes for not even 1 week, 1 Sunday. I keep on telling these people that these so-called people who call themselves ministers and church leaders and pastors and bishops and all these people, they only see you as a revenue producer. All they see you as is somebody who can feather their nest, who can make sure that they live comfortable. Because you want to tell me now that all these churches is sending out all these messages to their members. They don't ask them if they get laid off. They don't ask them if they got the virus. They don't ask them if their families, how they're making it. They don't ask them if they have food in their cupboards. The only thing they are interested in is how they can collect the tithes and the offering from the people. The greedy is feeding upon the needy because the pastor must get him paid. What about all those money that was paid over the years? What have you done with those money? Did you invest it? And if you did invest it, where is the increase from that investment? I remember Holdings. I remember Cash, whatever them name again. I remember those companies where it was revealed that many churches, pastors, put their money in these things, Cash Plus and those, and Holdings and all these places. Put their money in these Ponzi scheme without the knowledge of the membership. And nobody knew where the money was coming from. So you tell me, are you going to help the people now? Those that have been laid off? Those that have been laid off? Those that don't have any food? Their children is at home now? They can't go to the supermarket? If you read the Bible and you are a believer in the Bible, and the Bible said, God said, if you give to him, he'll give you 100-fold. He'll give good measure, press down, shake it together. How is it that is always the assembled is on the receiving end? Why is it that it's only the assembled and the leaders can be collecting all the while? Why they can't give back to the people? Why is always one side the giving is coming from all the while? Can somebody tell me that? It is time for God's people to stop let these people bamboozle, woodwink, telling you about you need to give God 1/10 of your earning, which is not applicable for the New Testament church. There were nowhere that Jesus Christ taught tithing, neither the apostles. You need to understand. These people, they say when you don't pay your tithing offering, you are robbing God. But if you read Malachi, it says you must bring the tithes and the offering into the storehouse. Into the storehouse. That there be meat in my house. And I know that a bench cannot eat meat. I know that meat is something tangible. Right? And prove me now, if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing. It's not talking about a building. And it's not talking about bringing it to give to the pastor. It was talking about looking about the body of the Lord Jesus Christ. That there be meat in my house. Who is the house of God? Must be the people of God. He says, I'm going to be your God. I'm going to be in you. Your body is the temple. We have a tabernacle, not made with hands, eternal into the heavens. So I want to ask these churches who's running down the people them now and giving them all kind of directives, how to forward the money to which account. And one church, I get to understand, assign 7 persons and give them the name and the numbers of all the members in their church. And those 7 persons is designated to drive around and to collect the tithes and the offering from these members and bring it back to the church. 7 members. Don't know if they are deacons or whatever, or deacons or what. But that is the directive. It's time now for this church, the re-church, to step up and to come to the rescue of the people of God. Those who have been giving all their lives, those who have been faithful in their giving, it's time for the assembly to give back to these people now. See that if it's God getting the money, God said, I'll never be a debtor to any man. So, I'm asking these bishops and these pastors and overseers and these deacons and evangelists and ministers and all these people, all right, please help the needy and stop being greedy. The greedy, God never said that you should help the greedy. You must help the needy. I was hungry. I was thirsty. I was naked. I was in prison. I was sick. And you came unto me. You fed me. You gave me to drink. You visited me. It's time for the church to step up and to be the church. This is my challenge to you tonight. If you are in a church that you have been faithful to in your giving, whatever kind of giving, and they can't help you during this crisis, don't give them 1 red cent again. And you should leave that assembly and find somewhere that when you give, you can benefit from your giving. And not benefit like the Lord bless you. The Lord be with you, my brother. May your basket never be empty on all these garbage. We don't need to tell the people that. May your basket be full. Go into the church account. Take out some funds. Give that brother, give that sister. Faith without works is what? Yeah. Finish it. Yeah, man. Now we are seeing the truth about these scammers. Feed the people now. Stand by the people now. Help them pay their mortgage now. Help them with their car payment now. Help them to get back on their foot. Those who are self-employed, give them a soft loan. Give them something without interest that they can restock and help. This is my challenge. Let the church step up and be the church as our Jesus Christ commissioned it to be. All right? God bless.